What if I told you that one of the most powerful royal titles in British history, one that once belonged to kings, has just been quietly surrendered in disgrace? And that the future of that title might soon rest on the shoulders of a 6-year-old boy who barely understands what a monarchy even is? This isn't a plotline from The Crown. This is real life inside Buckingham Palace. Prince Andrew, once the proud Duke of York, has finally given up the title that defined his royal identity for decades. After years of controversy, accusations, and a bruised public image, the disgraced prince has stepped back completely, handing over what little remained of his royal status. But what comes next is sending shockwaves through the monarchy. According to palace insiders, King Charles is already planning to hand the Duke of York title to his youngest grandson, Prince Louis, the cheeky, spirited son of Prince William and Princess Catherine. It's a stunning decision that symbolizes more than just a reshuffling of titles. It's a full-scale royal redemption arc, a way to reclaim honor from scandal, to restore dignity where shame once lingered, and to ensure that a piece of royal history doesn't die in disgrace. The story of the Duke of York title is steeped in centuries of power and tradition. Historically, it has always been granted to the monarch's second son. King George V held it before he became king. So did his son, George VI, the late Queen Elizabeth's father. Before she became the most famous monarch in modern history, she was simply known as Princess Elizabeth of York. For her, that title wasn't just ceremonial, it was family. It was legacy. And that's exactly why this current moment hits so hard, because that same title, once a symbol of duty and strength, has been dragged through the mud. When Prince Andrew inherited the dukedom, it was considered an honor that tied him directly to his mother's lineage. But the years that followed were riddled with scandal. Despite his denials, the allegations against him cast a long shadow, not only on his reputation but on the title itself. The damage was so severe that the royal family has spent years trying to quietly distance themselves from him. Now, it seems King Charles has decided it's time for a complete break. In a statement released through Buckingham Palace, Andrew confirmed he will no longer use his remaining royal titles or honors. He claims the decision came after deep discussions with his brother and the rest of the family, saying he wants to stop being a distraction to the monarchy. But make no mistake, this wasn't a choice made freely. This was a clean break orchestrated from the top, a move by King Charles to protect the institution's image at any cost. Behind the polished palace walls, preparations are already underway for what comes next. Insiders say Charles intends for the title to remain within the direct line of succession, meaning it will one day belong to Prince Louis. The young prince, still years away from understanding royal duty, could inherit one of the most storied titles in British history when he comes of age or marries, but not everyone is on board. Some royal watchers argue that the title has been irreparably tainted, that it should be retired altogether. Others believe giving it to Louis is the perfect way to rewrite its story, to transform a symbol of disgrace into one of renewal. It's a gamble for King Charles. On one hand, he's demonstrating that even his own family members are not immune to accountability. On the other, he's attempting to preserve centuries of royal heritage without letting one man's mistakes erase it. The move signals a monarchy trying desperately to evolve while staying rooted in tradition. There's also a strange twist. Technically, Andrew still holds the Duke of York title privately. Unless Parliament or the King officially strips it from him, he remains the Duke in name, but not in practice. It's a bizarre in-between state, a royal limbo where a disgraced prince clings to a title he can no longer use, and a young boy waits to inherit it. King Charles reportedly wants to make sure that when that moment comes, Louis receives the title not as a burden, but as a fresh start, a chance to restore its dignity. If that happens, the name Duke of York might once again represent youth, promise, and continuity instead of scandal and shame. Still, questions remain. Will Prince Louis even want the title, knowing the controversy behind it? Can a single decision, no matter how symbolic, erase the stains of Andrew's past? And most importantly, what does this reveal about the future of the monarchy itself? A monarchy that's clearly learning to sacrifice sentimentality for survival, Prince Andrew's fall from grace is one of the most damaging episodes the royal family has faced in modern history. But from that downfall, King Charles seems determined to craft a story of renewal. In his reign, loyalty no longer guarantees immunity. Legacy must now earn redemption. The palace may be quiet tonight, but make no mistake, this marks a turning point. The monarchy is evolving in real time, and every move is being watched by millions. The title that once symbolized shame may soon symbolize hope. What do you think? Should the Duke of York title live on through Prince Louis, or should it be buried with the past? The answer could define the next chapter of royal history.